Alrighty, good Saturday, everybody. Thea hanging out pre-stream. Drifty grabbing first. Hey, Thea and Drifty and Aika and Moth. How's everybody doing? We're having good days so far. Oh. We are gonna start off with some strong confetti up in this orc face today. Probably tackle this face first. I think that's what I'm thinking today. Oh, I'm so tired. It's true. I saw the message. Oh, goodness. I don't know where Mahalia is. Like, you haven't heard from her today? No? Oh, that's odd. Said she was kind of feeling off this week. Maybe just sleeping in. Sleeping in this afternoon for her. And she's here all hours of the night. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like our overseas chatters just don't sleep or are just daytime sleepers. I don't know. I don't know how y'all do it. Hang out here when it's so late. I know on Saturdays it's not as late, but hey there, Dan. How's it going? Slept 11 hours today. Nice. I got like 7 hours of sleep. I passed out so quick last night though, actually. Like, I got off stream and then I made chili mac. I was like just about done with making chili mac, and Legs was like, I'm just finishing this run and then I'll get started on the chili mac, and I was like, got it. And then I ate, and then I was in bed at like 9:40 and asleep by 10. So tired. Back up at 5:40 today. Worked 5 hours, ate some food, watched The Pit, and now it's stitching time. I think I'm up now. Neighbor just finally decided to fix his porch. pondered making cookies instead of starting stream right this second, but I decided I could do that later. Pluto TV recently, it's that it has dedicated channels for different Star Trek shows, so I've been binging on Voyager again and Stargate. Nice. And 3-9 refilled off to Stitchin. Excellent. Had to go be nosy and see what Fence Guy's up to. Scared your youngest. I have blinders, not looking at anything. I just need to look out your window. He's very defensive about his room. Gotcha. There's Jay. Moth was worried about you today. Just arrived at your mom's. Nice. Otherwise, I've been working on Japanese kanji studies, collecting computer parts for new build, and Japanese kanji studies. Nice. Lots of studying. It's fine. Olympics Arsenal going to my mom. Oh, Olympics and Arsenal and going to your mom's and then contest time. Busy day. Taking a college class right now. I need to look at signing up for the next one. Still need to figure out a research paper for this class that I'm already dreading. Stitch time, kind of 50-50 on which I want to work on, leaning towards army, but also still trying to get a frame move on map. Dragonair. I hate research papers, yeah. I always did too, but now I kind of like realize that they actually are kind of important for for skill building. Windows rattling the windows. It hasn't been as windy today. It was so windy yesterday. It's just chilly today. Though I haven't been outside yet. Very much looking forward to the nicer weather that's coming in the next couple weeks. And Sky will be rattling ours shortly as the circular saw out. No, I had City Slackers and Clara was my second, with Robin as the second chance. You didn't even mention Clara at all. Clara, not sure on the pronunciation. And that I do like Felicia's song, I just don't like it for Eurovision. Clara, okay. See, weather station reports online saying we have 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, gust size 40. I guess porch is literally 10 feet from our trailer, same height as my son's window. It's the invasion. It's been a long time since I worked a Saturday. I don't miss it. I'm gonna go around actually. Now he's mowing. Just be doing stuff. Better not be throwing all his leaves onto my lawn. What is above the orc? Oh, Gollum's foot. Gross. Did the day go by fast for me? No, unfortunately. No, I was very much ready to be done. It's fine. Blah. It's probably just the back-to-back 6 a.m. starts. It's weird, like sometimes when I start at 6 a.m. because it's not my usual, it feels like I'm more productive somehow. Or like the morning goes by faster, but it's not a time I would want to start at normally. I don't like getting up in the 5 a.m. range. Who would? Most of my co-workers, believe it or not, choose the 6 to 2 shift. 6 to 2, 6 to 2:30. Because it is nice to get off and have the rest of your day ahead of you, for sure. But 6 is just a smidge too soon for me, so I go to 7. 7 to 3. For the first nearly a year, I did 8 to 4:30, just because that's what I was used to working. But then I shifted over, and now I've dropped a lunch, so I'm out even earlier. Dragonfly Lego reward for 2k insider points, but it's all gone now. Oh. Plus, but not worth it for you. Yeah, have we heard that one before? It is sunny today. If you couldn't tell. I think I might try going to the store to buy pants. I keep getting holes in mine right at the corners of the pockets. You could throw some little embroidery stitches in it, strengthen up or close the holes. What's up, Chico? You work later, we get additional pay because it's inconvenient times. It's called differential pay, I think, here. You usually only see it in third shifts, or like overnight shifts in some places. What's up, Treacle? I know, you're just all confused about my behavior today, huh? Went to bed early. I worked today, and now I'm streaming, and you're like, what is going on?
job. Thank you so much.
Get out of here, little fibers. They won't leave me alone. I wish these Yoshi songs didn't get so annoying. They start off fine and then it just gets too much, too many sounds going on. Love the new feature. They added this Olympics on HBO multi-view. I had 4 happenings at once. Nice. Event maxing. Hey there, Kai. Have fun. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course. I don't know why I have such a big urge to like fill in this whole triangle space outside of the arch before we start on the arch. Grab this one lonely stitch down here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tiny little single stitch. Alright, what's next? 67 stitches in. So many colors of this face, as usual. Big streaking. Hey there, Zen. How's it going? Honestly, this guy really looks like he's rotting. He looks so zombie-ish to me. Whoops. Yeah. No, it's so crackly. Stop it. Cat treat fun. Let's finish this strand first. I'm just sitting next to me purring now. Cat treats. Let's see if we can get any of them. Treat. Kitties. Time. Trico. There. There. Up there. Come. There. Stop chasing Trico. Come up here, Bear. Up here. Come up here. There. No. I don't know about you. Just like anything else. Like, whatever. Just give me a treat. Yeah, it's a good. Oh, sorry. Come on, Bear. Bear. Come on. There. Come up here. Here. Why are you acting like I'm giving you foreign instructions? Come up, Trico. And it's good girl. Here, baby. Oh, baby, baby girl. Okay. The other tree. Sorry. Finders keepers on those treats that are left. It took, honestly, she didn't eat the last ones either. And they were on the floor for a good, like, 6 hours before anyone came to eat them. And I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Boyd must be super sleeping in the bedroom. She didn't come out to see. There's a stitch somewhere I saw in the picture that I wanted to look at. I don't see it in person. It only gets treats when redeem is done for the most part. Yeah, they don't get cat treats any other time. This one? I gotta stop being nitpicky. What's done is done. Alright, I don't have a button. Stop trying to default to buttons. Okay. Every now and then she might get a few in between, but honestly I tend to forget she has treats. I'm gonna have to get more. The bag's almost empty. Trico will sometimes come back for them after like the fuss of everybody getting them dies off. But most of the time she doesn't care for these treats. No wonder fun's over. There are 2 black stitches in his face. Yeah. Nostril, maybe? Yeah, all this orange in first. It's just an orc. I don't really recognize which one it is. Kinda looks like maybe like meets back on the menu guy. I don't know. He's just some random orc soldier. His neck looks super thick right here. This looks all sorts of weird. Thick and then like wrinkly weirdness. His head was cut off. Oh yeah, it was a haircut. Meat's back on the menu. I'm losing my knowledge.
Need another drink.
I'm losing my knowledge. Sides. Time for a rewatch. Wondering if they chose him because he was familiar instead of him actually being in this one. It's very familiar. Time for some more 3042. It's not Snaga. That's the one that tried to eat Merry and Pippin. Not that one. We already did Gurrits. It was apparently voiced by the actor that played Haldir. No, Grishnak was the one that got decapitated by Treebeard or something, or killed by Treebeard in Two Towers. That's... No. 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 Obviously, we already did Gothmog. He doesn't look like any of those guys. I just need pictures. Give me... Let's go to images, see what we can find there. I asked very specifically about Return of the King, and you're giving me across the entire franchise and The Hobbit. This guy? Who are you? This guy? It just says Mordor Orc. Didn't they like back away from the Ghost Army when they came off the ship? And just scatter and die then and there, probably. I feel like that's where this still is. That's the vibe this still is giving me. They walk up to the boat and they're like, about time you guys get here, blah blah, and then Aragorn leaps over and then the ghost just whoosh. similar. Not quite. No, I have doubts. Yeah. The wiki says thousands of Mordor orcs were among those assembled by Sauron's deadliest lieutenant, the Witch King, against the forces of Gondor at the battle near Pelennor Fields. After their defeat and the defenders of Osgiliath and siege of Minas Tirith, orcs that had remained in Mordor fought weeks later at Battle of Morannon, where they perished in the destruction of both the Gate and the Dark Tower as the result of the One Ring's undoing. No, he wasn't an Oscar. He wasn't there. Let's see, Shelob's Lair is found by a contingent of Uruk-hai, led by Gorbag and Shagrat, respectively, who took him captive to the Tower of Cirith Ungol. Skirmish ensued there over the Hobbit's belongings between two Mordor orc factions. Most guards were killed, allowing Sam to sneak in and rescue Frodo. Well, he's not Gorbag. That's a terrible picture. This is a Gorbag. Oh, that's Lego. And Shagrat's a fully Uruk-hai. Just kind of thinking he doesn't actually have a name. He's just a Mordor orc. It's an orc that looks like this guy that stands next to Gorbag in Osgiliath. I'd have Stitch decided my glasses were very dirty. Oh. Decided I need a coffee refill. Oh, yeah. Gothmog. Frothmoth and Gothmoth. I tell you, the drive to figure out an answer when something's bothering you was so strong. I still think Scaredy Orc is probably the closest we've got. Hey there, Sandy. How's it going? Weird because he has the fancy fur mantle. True. Bunch of things done. Now I came back to stitching and watching streams. Very nice. It's true. Did Scaredy Orc not have that? No, he does. He does. He's got it. I think this is him. Because it's got bones, the curved bones. And ours does too. Alright, Scaredy Orc it is. Scaredy Mordor Orc. That was when Rohan was charging. Man. Enough stitching finished with 243 stitches, 139 more to my 104 this morning. Nice. Oh no, what am I doing? No, I guess it's fine. Yeah, I remember which way I was going now. Wasn't that in Two Towers? Oh no, that was after the Ride Now speech. That's right. Ride Now. I need to rewatch. My brain is slipping on too many details. That's right. I just had a flash of Carl Urban's crazy eyes. The orcs expected them to slow down, but they just were charging in. It was Lieutenant Orc at the boat with the ghosts. The one with the skull helmet. that I just said the name of 10 minutes ago, but I can't remember already. Because always barking, yeah. Gurits? Said that was an invented orc just in the movies. Well, I'm a dead orcs, a moot point if they had names or not. It's true, but for identification purposes. Alrighty. Number them. Yeah, that's orc 5,342. They probably did have number designations. That one was one that chased hobbits. Yeah, he's got beef with Orc 737, but we're not gonna talk about that. Messy. To be fair, there weren't truly that many. They just shot so many of the same group and filled in those behind the main line. I know they got a lot of like New Zealand citizens to just stand in as extras in the battles too. Just like come out and be an orc for the day. Half of those were women made to look like men, yep. Knock, knock. I love. Hello, hello. How's your day going? Could be me. Headphones didn't help me one bit there. What Went Wrong podcast episodes on the Lord of the Rings trilogy is so wild. Like, it's absolutely incredible that the movies actually got fully made. I'd let you know how it'll sound in about 30 minutes when my dinner arrives. Nice. What you having for foods? Barbecue burgers, some chili cheese nuggets. Nice. Now I want to play Lotro. I think part of my family was extras for Lord of the Rings. Nice. Me opening my thread book. Pretty color. My 4% to get some nice number again. Choo. Moth is just stitching with 3042 and I don't have it. I wasn't sure. I don't know what the purple-iness of it is. I think you said it was purple. Anyway. But it's in several of my projects too. I don't know that I have it in any of my projects, actually. Bluish lavender, very light. More of a light lavender instead of purple. Gotcha. I might have it in Fellowship. Can't think of any of my other projects that would have a lavender. I have it in my Dragonfly, Family Circus, and the Deer Triptych, maybe even more with unicorns and such. It's in your Stitch Your Own Adventure. No, okay. The owls. Finished row 3 out of 21 last time. Congrats, very nice. Four. Appears to not be in any of the current webs I have, but I have used it before, so I do have it. Hobbit hole one. Remember that I used it because I ran low on family circuits. I've been searching my pile of whips and stash for it. Need another 50 stitches, so just one strand of thread. Part of the background. One with the book and the pipe. Usually call it chart. Chill. It's just not in Evolutions. I don't know if y'all saw the Evolutions pattern I posted earlier today. It's just a smallie. It's kind of cute. In the patterns in Discord, yeah. You have it in your Planet Dragons? Nice. And Silver Moon Dragon. Be a pretty popular color, it seems, from our small sampling. Like that one. The little, it's a cute little one. The little pokey cards and the Eevees jumping off them. You know that I'm into large projects and I have some of them cross-stitch wise, just in case I might switch to paint by numbers and dedicate the remainder of my life to it. By 300 centimeter paint by number. Honestly, that sounds like a nightmare. I feel like my little paint cups would dry out by the time that I got anywhere in that piece. So many paint cups. Sheesh. It's a family project. A large family project. I used to do a lot of the paint by number kits, so like to do them again, but Hobby Lobby is very lackluster. Yeah, I actually would like to try a paint by number, an adult paint by number. Obviously, what we're talking about here. I bought my mom one quite a few years ago now for Christmas. She didn't get very far in it. She actually didn't even touch it for a few years. She just started working on it, I think, in the last year or two. But was very disappointed with the brushes it came with, because they weren't small enough to get the little details. They're not the best kit. It was just like an Amazon one, but I also don't have time for all another hobby. mine from fan cells, just in case you're interested. I also don't have a really good like table. I guess I could work in my craft room on that table up there, but started construction on the main interstate Twinent, so going to Tulsa by that right now is not advisable. It's just to check for a paint by number that's already framed. What do you mean that it has like a reference picture that's already framed or comes on a frame? Or in a frame? Usually you get just the loose fabric, but I talk about like picture back frame. Gotcha. Now, I also just don't want to deal with the cleanup of paint, honestly. Been there, done that. Sent way too much of it down the drain before I knew that that was not advisable. Ones I did were more for kids, but they were printed on the flat hard canvas that was so popular in the late 80s. I don't want to post the links, so I don't know how long they are, but you could look up pre-stitch canvas to see what I'm talking about. Gotcha. Usually you can like just highlight up to the first question mark in a link and it'll work with just that amount of characters, but I know that those links you're talking about, they get so squirrely, so long for no good reason. Read that as pre-stitched, thinking, hey, that's for me. That works. Okay, so it's just full, like, printed on canvas. Nice. Yeah, that does look nice, for sure. Acrylic dries faster, water cleanup while it takes forever to dry. Require paint thinner, middle spirits. Clean the brushes. Yeah, I doubt, unless there's like high-end kits, I doubt there's any out there with the oil paint. First, I need an easel. That was your goal this year, to get an easel? Oh, I don't need this stitch here. I like to try my hand at Bob Ross. I was watching Easel, Be at Easel yesterday, or the other day, sometime this week. out for community night was doing a follow along Bob Ross. Those are always fun to watch. It's so like not her style because she does like super realism, like fine detail stuff. Oh, sure, let's paint thinner and beat the devil out of your brushes. Make Bob proud. My painting professor in college absolutely hated Bob Ross, everything about him, and tried to like actively get me to stop trying to use some of those techniques. Bob Ross made me want to be a painter, but I've never been any good at it, nor had enough patience to get better at it. And it really is because I don't see the depth in colors enough to like translate that from my brain to my hand and onto canvas. Don't understand color theory well enough or how to layer colors to create that depth. Had paint by number Faces Kid, then came video games, Patrick Sewing, Time of Painting, and now it's cross stitch. Once did a Bob Ross painting digitally with my tablet. It was really hard to get the brushes to work as Bob used them. Keeps popping up on YouTube. For me, no idea why. The best art is done exactly the way someone tells you to do it, right? It was crochet, cross stitch, paint my number all at the same time, then went to video games. Think of myself as Ditto. 1, 2, 3. Like, I understand he was trying to teach me fundamentals. He was a realism painter as well. Because he was trying to get me to get like a handle on proper fundamentals, so then I could branch out stylistically, but it was never gonna work for me. Bob talking about mistakes not existing in our world, but only happy little accidents, and looking at my first trio Hobbiton and hating him for a split second. All the stuff lost interest fast. It's the ADHD in it. It's very difficult for me to get over the learning phase that I'm not immediately good at this, so I just can't and I'm going to give up phase. 2, 3. Also being told I'm not neurospicy. Did you look at me? Have you spent any time with me? Yeah, same. But I was quiet and from the outside did everything I was supposed to be doing, so that was fine. Next. Oh, that's 3371. I don't want to do that yet. A Metapod Gen 1. Golly, are we even gonna finish this phase today? Holy smokes. Delivery page still says 13 minutes. Oh, for your food. Oh. My delivery's here. Well, one of my deliveries is here. I don't know why they got split up. We're not at scissor time yet. Oh my gosh. Need my fingernail to grow back quickly so I can grab things again. To ask you a bobbin question, do you bobbin the full skein as is? Because I saw a streamer kit up last night. She cut her skein the usual half. Fold and cut it and bobbinated single pieces one after the other. I was confused. I just put the full skein uncut on my bobbin and then I cut pieces off as I go. Toronto was a pre-cut bobbinator and would separate all the strands out and wind them individually. But as much as I, get excited by kitting up bobbins, I don't want to spend that much time with them. Especially when I've got over 100 colors in a pattern. The excited part of my mind goes, woohoo, getting up, new project. Yeah, after a third of getting up, oh my god, when am I finally done with this shit? Can't stand it anymore. These bobbins. The only time I would pre-cut it would be if I was using floss drops. Dropsy, there goes cat. Yeah, you only see me pull off like multiple things like that because I just rewind my loose threads smallest to longest. But the main portion is uncut. Bags are kind of pushing it though, because she has plastic fetish, so pretty much all of them have teeth marks on the corners. There we go. I'm a little sad I'm not watching it this week, but that's okay. I got to watch last week. Watch it after the fact. I probably will.
I want to poop the snooze, I want it. Oh, a guinea pig. Ocean piglet? Don't ask. We don't know either. That explains Percy Jackson. Gotcha.
You do need another drink.
I'll be here soon, but now I'm so hungry. Cup noodles all day. I had some Captain Crunch, some cottage cheese for breakfast, and then I had some beans for lunch. Hey, thanks, partner. Hey, Wing, with the massive 47-month resub. Thanks so much. How's it going? What you been up to? Good, good. Seriously though, why is this face so many colors? Not even that big of a face. It's getting closer though, so there's that at least. Alright, I need to take a short break, have some sleepy kitty. I'll be right back. back. Yeah, I opened the door to get my package. Thank you. Just thinking about rewarming. I can't decide if I want to rewarm my last slice of pizza or last night's chili mac. Kind of leaning towards chili mac, I think. Yeah, you could tell me the results, that's fine. Like I said, I probably will not watch it later. Sorry. There. What the heck? What the heck even? She's like, I know I can do this. We were just sitting on the same bed in the windowsill yesterday and it was fine. Why is this any different? She looks perturbed. She's like, really, kid? Come on. We were just so cozy, just fine apart. Aw, JD. There. Really? They're too big. They're too big to share the bed. Yeah, you. You're too big to share the bed. Go back to your own bed. Yeah. Go back. Do not sit on Jade's head. Come on. Be at least a little respectful about it. Holy smokes. This is not as bad as one baby horse. He came out huge as a menace so far. Hey, you're in the way. You're not supposed to be up here too. You gotta go back to your own bed. He does not want you right there right now. If you break this, Bear, I swear, I'm not gonna be happy. Somebody get down. Alright, JD. Look, there's treats down here for you. You wanna come down and get them? Come down here and get them?
What do you think? Are you pleased with yourself? You pleased with yourself? Sadie? Dead. Come down and get him.
Not being very smart right now. Anyway. She's chunky. I knew she could at least get her face in it. And if she didn't get her face in it, she could stick a paw in there and pull the treat to herself. She can also go down the hole that's on that level to get to the level below. She's just ignoring my directions. I'm thinking about going into the apartment instead. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I'm still up at Dover Bear. Probably. The post was leaning pretty badly. I had to chase one of them off.
Good job, JD. You found them. Snooze, you lose, Bear Bear.
Yeah, I told JD to get him because you were being a stinker and took the bed. Gosh, how naive I was to start a stream. We're just gonna knock this face out today. Oh my golly, gee whiz, Bear. What was that? What was that? Gosh. These two, I swear. Mostly Bear. She is being mean. And risky. She just like dove down onto Jade.
You're a butthead. Why are you being such a butthead? Why are you being a stinker?
You had treats.
not getting more because you're not being nice. Someone would have found them eventually. I just gave Jade the heads up. And Void is just passed out in bed with legs. So cozy. Piper got a new blanket today. She's not interested in moth cuddles. The newness will wear off. She'll come back.
think it's time to pretty up your logbook. Come back to that color later. Well, to be fair, it does look like a cozy blanket, so... She's looking at you like, don't you take this blanket away from me. What? What are you mouthing about? Your decisions in the last 20 minutes have landed you here. So, that's all on you. You could have been up there, still in your bed, next to Jade, cozy just fine. She didn't want to hear it. She walked away from me. One of my stitches have been wild since first batch, but I don't like how sloppy they look because the thread is twisting, it's not laying nicely, it messes with the eyes. You can try railroading, which is so like you've got two strands, right? So when you come down to go through the hole again, you can put your needle in between the strands as you go down into the hole, and that will kind of force them apart. You can also let the needle like dangle underneath for a minute to unwind. If you find that it's like twisting too much because you're turning your needle. Or you can do a mix and match both. Definitely is a common thing that people go through, for sure. Some of my stitches are messy. That's why you see me poking at them. They're not sitting like just right. But it is what it is. But those are a couple of techniques that you can try to make them a little bit more straightened out, if you like. Mine tends to be because I run the needle under the back threads to start and end. Like, you can't really tell in the overall most of the time, but when I look at the progress picture, I'm like, that one's just slightly off in the corner a little bit. It's not sitting where it should be, just a little off. This is Gollum's leg here, and his foot is over here. I forgot that we still had more to go on those. Bear. It's like 29 stitches somewhere. In your logbook?
just bear scream time, I guess. The scream time? You just got so much to say now? Did you have a good nap? Hmm. And now it's time to tell tales for your dreams. You just can. What else about it, huh? It's like me when I added up all the stitches in my logbook for Army to compare to PK. I only realized PK had 411 more stitches than my log did. That's why I still have two spreadsheets. One where I subtract the total amount of stitches from the last total amount of stitches to get a daily, and then I put that daily as the true daily into my other tracker. Just to make sure, because my pattern keeper like messes up so much, and now I try really hard not to ever like unmark a previous day's stitch, because I know that messes with the daily count too, and it's just not not what I want. Same, I refuse to frog any in PK now. Instead, as soon as I can, I go back and stitch mixing stitch so I don't forget. Yeah, like it's nice to have the little mark for removal later or whatever, because then if I'm not getting to it right away, I can at least put that red dot on it so it like reminds me if I look at it and see it again. But I do just usually try to prioritize putting that stitch in or fixing the stitch, whatever it may be. Because I keep my pattern keeper pretty zoomed out, so that little red dot that it puts on there is not the most obvious, especially among the oranges and reds of my pattern. Oh, there's my other package.
Oh, we're so close yet so far. Hitting all the bird songs today. Oh my God. Two, three. Of course, leaving. I guess I left 3 stitches behind. Alright, we'll get those another time. Next. Just voted on and on the finals display show. Nice. I'm not mad about it, it's just feels so mainstream. Predictable.
Hey, nerd. Man, what's going on here?
Okay. Man, I don't think we're finishing this face today. Did I miss those 2 stitches? Did I put them somewhere else? Did I just look at the ones above them and think that they were already in there? Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not exactly sure where his face cuts off. Start on Etsy looking for patterns. Some Facebook group I'm in. Of course, first posting finished, didn't mention where it came from. Just found a pic that said Shrivel Creations. It's not from her shop. It's weird. Unless it was a discontinued one or sold out or whatever. She does that sometimes. Did you find it? Reverse Google image it. Yeah, I always just drop images into Google and let it find them if it can. Alright. I think we're gonna call it here for today. 131 946 336 stitches in. His face is kicking my booty. That's much faster. Just did a search with Google Lens. It's a Dimensions kit. See, there you go. I'm glad that worked out. It's 2,250 stitches for the week. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Lex is awake and need to eat some food and then get into gaming after we go do our errands. So, what you got? What you got? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I went to click on the link and it deleted it. Deleted the next message. Oh, the little red truck with a Christmas tree. Alright, Ika, thanks for hanging out. I'm good. Rest your weekend. I'll be back on Monday for more stitching goodness. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I already said my goodbye stuff, so we're just gonna end now. Okay, bye.